Amari was going to come up, but he had something personal happen that he needs to take care of, and so I told him not to come and go to make a phone call. I'm pleased with the win. I was really worried about the game from the standpoint of not having Biba. He got hurt yesterday in practice, right at the end, actually the very last play. He rolled his ankle. I actually thought we got off to a good start tonight. I thought we did some really good stuff early, and we built an 18-point lead, I think, with a little bit under 6 minutes left in the first half. I think we got it to 18. And then at that point, we had 2 turnovers in the first half. They happened right around that time, and both of those turnovers led to 3-pointers for them. And then we played, I felt like a little bit soft during that time, and we didn't take good shots. We didn't generate the shots that we want to generate. I like how we ended the half. We were able to get it back to 13. I think they had cut it to 8 at one point. I don't think they had a field goal the last 3:36, but we've got to be able to play without fouling. We have to do a better job of understanding situations throughout the game. We have to be able to play through maybe being a little bit tired. And in those moments, we have to listen more. We have to execute harder. We have to be more disciplined. We can't come out of timeouts and not know what we're running when we just spent 2 minutes drawing it up and talking about it. We can't get a little shaky against a press. And we got fortunate that call wasn't overturned. So I like some of the stuff that we did, but overall I don't like how we played. And I know that our schedule is going to get tougher starting on Thursday, and we've got to be better. So.
Question for Roman.
I mean, the coach just said he seemed like how you guys played with the win. Would you agree with his assessment there?
Yeah, for sure. Like the last thing you want to hear is that we play soft. But like I said, there was a lot of good out there. But I think it's just come back to training, getting those bad habits out of the way, and just looking forward to the next game.
Roman, for you personally, does it feel more comfortable every game? Are you feeling like more and more used to NCAA?
Yeah, you could say that. I think I'm slowly trying to find my feet, but I think I'm just really locked in on the next game and what I can do better, fixing my problems, and just moving on to the next.
You seem to have a really hot start. Like the first 5 minutes, you made the 3, you had like 4 rebounds and assist, a steal. Did you feel comfortable just jumping into it tonight, starting the game off?
Yeah, I think that's one of my strengths, is being able to take what the coaches say and sort of start off strong. I've got to be better in that second half though, coming out and starting with that same energy. But yeah, I think it's just an energy thing, being excited for the game and trying to turn up early.
Roman, you guys scored a lot of points in the paint inside tonight. Just how were you able to get the ball in the paint and be so effective near the rim?
Just the game plan. We weren't doing anything out of the ordinary. We just following the game plan, getting the ball inside and trying to finish.
Roman, it felt like Patterson and Hart and I can't say his name, the Hub kept getting points off of you guys. What made them a little tricky to defend against?
I'm not sure. Like Coach said, we play soft. So inside, we just got to do a better job of guarding. I couldn't really pin one thing, but it's just we got to be tougher. That's all.
All right, Roman, thank you. You can take off.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, questions for Coach.
They, I think in their first game, Eastern Michigan had like 54 points in the paint. Did you feel like that was going to be maybe where a lot of this game could be decided if they could get that again? Or
Yeah, I thought so. We knew that they were going to try to pick up and try to pressure, and we felt like in watching tape that we would be able to drive. We had to keep good spacing, and we put an onus on our guards to make good decisions. And I thought for the most part, we did that. I thought when we got a little bit tired, we didn't, but we knew that we could have an advantage inside, certainly with Cam. But we also thought we would be able to attack their pressure a little bit and get in the paint.
Jeff, not that there weren't mistakes, but is that the type of stat line you're looking for from DeMarco?
Yeah, I mean, look, he had a heck of a stat line. You know, to have 12 points, I think he had 6 assists and 2 turnovers, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals. And you know, he really made a couple of big shots there late in the second half. I love how he competes, love how he talks out there. I got to do a better job of getting him some breaks. It's probably too many minutes tonight, but he fought throughout.
Jeff, Amari Witherspoon had a really good game, 15 points, elite shooting. What did you like from his performance, and do you think it was because Bebo was out when he stepped up?
I don't think it was because Bieber was out. You know, we need this from Amari all the time. We think he's capable of doing it. I think he's practiced better the past couple of days. I think he's, you know, look, all of this is new for him, all of it. And for a lot of our guys. Roman's one of them. I mean, everything that we're doing is new. We're getting ready to go on the road. They've never been on the road in college. They've never played in front of a big crowd. I'm assuming it'll be a big crowd there on Thursday. It'll be in someone else's gym. We'll be in a hotel together. That's something we haven't done. And so all of this stuff is new. And just like Roman, I think with each game, Amari is getting more comfortable understanding what the defenses are trying to do, understanding how to comprehend a game plan and all the stuff that we do with him and the guards, watching tape, showing them what will be there, what their defense is trying to do and how we want to attack it. And I thought he did a much better job of all of those things tonight.
We've talked about some of the slow starts to begin the year. Tonight, obviously, being the opposite. Just what did you like about the overall effort that allowed you to get off such a hot start?
I thought that we defended well. In the first, at the under 12 timeout, they had 10 points. It was like 11 something, and they had 10 points. When we came to the under 8 timeout, they had 17. And so that's where we had like the little, and I said like at 5:51, we were up 18, and then we just stopped defending. And so for the longest time in the first half, they were well below 30%. The last 5.5 minutes, they started making stuff. They started driving us, getting in our paint, which is something we wanted. That was a big part of the game plan because we knew they were a driving team. Even looking at their stats last year, they have not been a three-point shooting team. But I thought we did those things early. We kept them out of our paint. Our ball screen defense was a lot better. We rebounded the basketball, and we shared it. We were able to get out in transition, and we shared it. And so we were able to build a lead. We just have to do a better job of sustaining it.
When you have a singular game where you had a rough time from the charity stripe, does it become a concern in your mind, or are you able to look at this game with the free throws just?
No, I'm concerned. I mean, because this is not it's not the only game. I mean, we've had a couple of games like this, and we have to do a better job. You know, we have to get out of our own heads. You know, we have some guys that can get down on themselves, and I've always felt a really good player has convenient amnesia. And you have to be able to, you know, forget the bad stuff, concentrate on the good, move on to the next play. A play that happened before can't help you. It can't. It absolutely cannot, especially if you hold on to it. And if you let it get you down, you know, you have to stay present. And we have a thing that we'll say to them at times, let's get back centered. Let's get back centered. We have to do a better job of that.
Does your mindset and like message to the team change at all going forward in a game like West Virginia?
No, it's not. I mean, look, I know it's a big game. I know it's a different game. I understand that. I understand the rivalry. I understand the passion and the intensity and all of that with it. And we really, really want to win. But the main thing is that I want us to get better. I want us to play well. I'm anxious to see how we're going to respond to that environment, to, you know, being uncomfortable. We've been comfortable. Our 2 exhibition games were here. And then our third game? The third game, you know, we played 3 games. We've been here. And so I'm anxious to see how we respond to hostility, how we respond to, you know, really good competition, and the type of passion that I know will be in that building.
Was there a common theme with the fouls? Do you feel like you got beat to position, you're reaching? Was there?
Both of those are very, very accurate. You know, we have to be able to understand a game plan better. to know that certain guys only go left and to get on their left hand so they can't go left. I thought we bailed them out a few times when we had them in good position, but we're tight, so we're just reaching, and we foul that way. We have a guy under the basket and we don't wedge him. We stand straight up, our knees aren't bent, and now he's able to maneuver and get around, and then we try to swipe. Like, we have to do a better job. That's what I mean about the discipline throughout. When we did it some tonight, and when we did it, we were really good at it. Really good. Like, they had a problem scoring on us early in this game because we were really dialed in, and we did that. We didn't sustain it, and we have to be able to sustain it. And we have to be able to have the discipline to do things right all the time when we have a big lead. You know, that could be part of it too. This is the first time, you know, beside Pitt, Johnstown in the second half, it's the first time in the first half where we've had a big lead. Like, we've had 10-point leads. When we played Providence, we were up 10, I think 3 different times in the first half after being down. We got back. So I'm blabbering. We have to be able to sustain that.
Coach, one area that you are improving in is turnovers. The first game you had 18, second 14. Today you had 8. So how do you feel about that? What is causing you to control the ball and not turn it over as much?
I think we were at times stronger with it tonight. Out of those 8, I think we had 6 in the second half, and I bet you 5 of them were like just careless turnovers. Like, and that's what I mean, like the mental part. We have to be stronger. You know, if you're a little bit tired, you have to be able to trick your mind where you're not tired. The way you do that is that you talk. Because if you're talking, then you're not thinking. And if you're tired, normally you're thinking like, damn, I'm tired. If you're talking, then you're not thinking about that. If I'm saying like, you know, hey, I got your help. Dominique, I got your help. I'm baseline. I'm giving good energy to my teammate. But the other thing is that I'm not thinking about being tired.
So is that a result of one play, I think it was Witherspoon, where he had to push off and he got
Minor.
Minor?
Yeah.
Okay, but was that a result of?
Yeah, he was saying the guy was holding him, and the guy very well may have been holding him. But if you do that, that's pretty easy to see.
Sure.
And that came from fatigue. And again, they picked up full court the whole game. They harassed them. Like I mentioned earlier, I probably played them too many minutes. But we have to be better in those situations.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right.